Welcome to the Church Security Answer Man video blog, where it's all about ministry safety, security, and making a difference for people. And now, your host, a former law enforcement officer, criminal justice trainer, and security expert, Captain Joe Puckett.
That you've chosen to join me for this session. This is a very quick glimpse of items that you can pre-plan for in your ministry, things to think about in keeping your ministry safe and secure. So we certainly have many more items, audio, written blogs, those kind of things for you at churchsecurityanswerman.com. This, again, is just a quick video opportunity for us to stimulate thought and discussion about things that can affect your ministry. Today, I want to talk about the church incident log. We oftentimes don't think about the communication that can go on that can help protect our ministry, but I want to mention very quickly one of those areas that we can discuss is and have extra communication is with an incident log. This would be something that I'd recommend, certainly, that's kept in the back of the church office, somewhere where the general public or general member of the church is not going to get to, but certainly staff, security, ushers, ministry leaders, the various ministries know where this incident log is so that they can write entries into that log. This will help us communicate better. So I'm talking about things like if one of the ministry leaders happens to hear that somebody's having a major conflict in their life, or maybe there's a domestic dispute going on away from the church, somebody's concerned about their ex or estranged significant other might come and try to abduct a child or take their child without proper custodial permissions, those kind of things, or we might just hear of something else or see something. Maybe the facility maintenance folks at night see a suspicious person in a suspicious vehicle. It's a place that we can write this stuff down, and it can be a simple one of those spiral notebooks that we keep, and we put dates and we write these entries in there. You can look at the little example that I have here is you note Fred on 4/12 saw a suspicious man sitting behind the church in a blue car. He wrote the license plate down and described how he was suspicious. A couple days later, Jenny sees a guy talking to children's gatekeeper, and he was acting kind of weird. And then we see another day later, somebody finds the door open to the children's ministry. We can begin to put things together if we communicate in this church incident log. If we don't communicate, how is this information going to be put together? Here we can begin to see a pattern maybe of somebody who's focused on the children's ministry. So we look at these entries, we can begin to see some sort of a pattern. It's the same thing law enforcement does. They have things going around within the community, problems, issues, and they begin to put pieces together. How long is it going to take us if we're not trying to put these pieces of the puzzle together? So I think this church incident log is one component of security, but it's an important one for all of us. So we can communicate with the folks who are working the front office on Tuesday morning. We can communicate with the ushers that are working on Sunday morning, and we can communicate with maintenance people that are working on Thursday night. So it's all around a good way for us to communicate and be able to put pieces together of people that are spying on us, predatory type people, suspicious type people, trespassers, those kind of things. We can put this together by having these methods for sharing information. So, and I certainly recommend that it goes beyond that to where we communicate with other churches as well. So we're sharing some of this information. Maybe if we have a suspicious person that appears to be surveying our children's ministry or how we operate, and we get a license plate or description, I'm not sure that doesn't hurt, being able to send that to another church or other churches in the area, maybe even alerting law enforcement. But for us, for our security in our churches, the incident log and getting people trained to use it, making sure that they understand what it's for, can be very good at protecting us or helping us put these pieces of the puzzle together. So simple entries, keep that log ongoing where people are writing into it, and keep that information in there, precise stuff. And we're talking about stuff that goes back to, we talk about odd, suspicious, and dangerous. We'll have that coming up in an episode of this video blog. And it's stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, that seems odd, suspicious, however you look at it. And we just write a brief entry into that. And if we can get descriptions without getting hurt or anything, if we can get license plates of cars of suspicious people, or we have other information, I think that stuff should go in there, as well as communication. If you don't communicate about people who come to ask for handouts or money, especially those that maybe we have to deny because we don't have the funds, or we don't, we feel like it's not a good investment for us at this time, or whatever our heart's led to, that maybe we identify those people and keep track of those folks in case we have problems later. I know of one incident at a church where somebody that came in and asked for money was turned down for money, but they actually stole a computer or laptop from that church while they were there, or it wasn't known if it might have been an hour or so afterwards, but sometime within an hour period of those folks being there, the computer, the laptop turned up missing. So identifying those folks, even though maybe we turned them down, might be a good idea because they're up to something. It may be just a survey and figure out your vulnerabilities so that they can take advantage. So church incident log, think about it, maybe study it a little bit more, but implement something like that to where you can communicate between all the different shifts, the various ministries, if there's some kind of problem or something that you're made aware of. Even people that are in crisis. If you learn one of your church members is in crisis, this is somewhat of a secretive log. It's not open to everybody. But we make a note that maybe Bill Smith is in crisis right now. He's having some mental health issues or maybe some suicidal tendencies, those kind of things. And we communicate that so that when people know, maybe one, they can help, they can intervene with Bill. But also for security purposes, then we're made aware that when we see Bill, maybe somebody is intervening or paying extra attention to him. So for security purposes as well, because we need to protect our people. We need to protect our staff and our people, our congregations. And this is one way that we can communicate and do that effectively, by putting the pieces of the puzzle together and figuring out very quickly that somebody is up to no good. So thank you for joining me for this Church Security Answer Man video blog. I hope you find this information valuable to you. It's quick, stimulating ideas, things to think about, some quick training or pre-planning ideas for you. We have a lot more information at the churchsecurityanswerman.com, churchsecurityanswerman.com, that you can access 24 hours a day, video, audio, written type information, briefing training that's available to you. And certainly I encourage you to join into the community. Send me a question if you have it, or email us some of your thoughts. You can send me email very easily to captainjoepuckett@gmail.com. And you can also find that on the webpage at the Contact Us page as well if you need that information. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you will join us next time.
Thanks for watching the Church Security Answer Man video blog. Get more by joining us anytime at churchsecurityanswerman.com. Thanks for watching the Church Security Answer Man video blog. Get more by joining us anytime at churchsecurityanswerman.com.